Alright guys, we're jumping right back into League for Dark Matter and Remedy. We're in round 4 this time. We got the Goers going against the Guado Glories. We are taking on the Kilika Beasts, and the Ronso Fangs are taking on the Albed Sykes. So, no big deal. We just got Noy Guado to level 79 already. I don't know if I'm the only one impressed. I think that's impressive. He started at like 50 so many moons ago, and now he's where he is. So I think we're also going to be able to get him a level up this game as well. We've made really good progress so far in all of the leagues we've had in play. He's gained tons of levels, and what we're mostly going to be doing here is we're mostly trying to level up Noy Guado and then also get goals with Zazzy and kind of balance that out. Just last game, we just set Zazzy Guado to be the top scorer in the league, so he is looking good, he's looking, strong, and he is looking to get us the Remedy top scorer prize. Which, honestly, I think we might already have 99 Remedy, but it's not, it's not about winning, it's about the fact that the other team has to lose. That's the real goers mentality we have right now. That's the messed up image we have of our team. It's not, well, I forget what phrase, I think it's from like a TV show or something. It was like, it's not enough that I win, others have to lose. Like, it's some messed up quote or something. That's how we're gonna treat this game against the, was it Ronso Fangs we're going against? I don't even know. I feel like team identities, like, get lost so quickly, I don't know, it just seems weird. Just because, like, I almost treat, so here's the thing, I almost treat the teams like countries, because they're regions, they're regions in spirit. So, it doesn't make sense that, like, the Kilika Beasts all live in Kilika, and then they're representing, like, the Ronso Fangs on the mountain. It doesn't, like, compute, it's like, it's a very bad example. It's like if I somehow went to like some sort of space Olympics, but I represented like Venus instead of Earth. Like it doesn't, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like I feel like they should maintain their identity, but it also, if all the teams stayed the same, it also wouldn't be super fun. I think what I'm getting at is I don't have a good answer, but I have questions, I guess. Now, if they included anything in Blitzball, I wish they would have allowed like a character creator to make your own characters. I think that'd be super fun. I don't know, when Final Fantasy X came out, it wasn't like, it was very, I'm trying to think of like the time period, because I don't remember, was that like the time period where everything was like customizable stuff? I mean, I remember like certain games, so I don't know if you guys ever played it, but Tony Hawk's Underground or something, like it had this feature where you could take your face and take a photo, and then it would try to make you like the skateboarder, like on that as your character. Like it would try to take your face and make you that person, which is a really cool feature. But I want that for Final Fantasy X, I guess is what I'm saying. I want to be able to put my face on a player, on multiple players. And the only reason I want to put my face on there is because I just want to upload like images and put those faces on players. Like think of it like this. Like I just want to make Sephiroth a Blitzball player. Is that too much to ask? I just want to move other, I don't know, some form of customization. I don't know. I'm kind of the mindset like the more options you give to the player, the more benefit you have. In terms of like customization, like different rule sets, different players, different like Blitzball stadiums even. Like I think it kind of, I think a really good example of this, maybe an off-the-cuff example, but the GEC and the creation engine, whatever Bethesda calls their software that allows people to make mods and stuff. It's almost like you're conscripting your fan base to make the content for you, and in that, you get a lot of really cool stuff, and I think people are more than happy to make it. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of experience. No level up quite for Noy, but he's close. I don't know. I would have appreciated like a tool to make Blitzball players. That might be something to actually look into to see if that's possible. I don't think it is, because I don't think. So there's mods to change like values and stuff, like values of attacks and stuff and stats, and I don't think there's a mod to actually change the characters themselves. Or sorry, a tool to do that. Maybe there is. I'm not very familiar with video game design. I did some in college with a program called Alice, but it is very, very, very educational, not very applicable, I guess I'd say. It's like teaches the idea of like video game design and stuff, but it's not really like the games aren't really, I shouldn't say that, because someone's gonna come through with like their Alice AAA game, but like there wasn't a lot of like actual, it's not like Unreal Engine, you know, there's no collision detection in the system, you have to make it yourself. But yeah, there's definitely like a very rudimentary, very simple-minded thought process for me on how this would work. So if I researched it a little bit better, I could maybe work around it and make Blitzball players. I've been using some mods. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the other videos I've done, where I've been like modifying save files, which is just save file editing, and doing things like that. And then also testing like when you put a null value player into the field, like what its default skin looks like and stuff. Which is in Mayu. I talked about that earlier. There's for such an old game, there's a lot of very new stuff that is left to explore in Final Fantasy, I feel. I think actually one of the biggest mysteries to me, which maybe this is solved and I'm just repeating, you know, silly things, but so there's specific rooms in Final Fantasy X specifically. So they're referred to as rooms. So essentially, like Guado Salam outside of Seymour's place, that whole area is a room, and they each have numbers associated with them. And in the program, what you can do is you can put in a number, and then that corresponds to the room, a storyline number that corresponds to the current storyline, and then there was something else. I forget, there's another value, but you can input these values, and then you can like access specific areas of the game, which is really cool, right? Like that's really, really cool. Let's take it a step further. There's rooms that you don't encounter in the game that are still in the game. Specifically one called the Oran room. So it's a room in Besaid where your character is Oran, and he is just walking around in a room. And you're never going to encounter that in the main game. It's almost a testing room of sorts. But the main question I have, the main thing I want to figure out is, so that's a well-established room. Are there other rooms? Like, honestly, the Holy Grail, which I feel like is impossible, is if I was to find a room with random enemy encounters with an unreleased enemy or something. You know? Like something that never had seen the light of day. I think people... I will stick by my statement of there's definitely secrets to uncover. I don't know if there's that big of a secret to uncover. That's a little bit much. That's a little bit like, you know... Like, that's a lot. That would be massive if that's a thing. I don't think it is, but there's just, I don't know, there's definitely cool stuff to explore in Final Fantasy. I definitely don't have a lack of content to record. I still have like, basically how I decide my content is I just have a Word doc and I just think of things and mark it on there. And then as I record things, I remove it off the Word doc. I've got a long list of things I want to record. I mentioned it earlier, I need to get more, like, better hardware for some of the stuff I want to record, and I'm getting it soon. I think it just should arrive tomorrow, but, yeah, so we might be seeing some different things soon. I'm not sure yet when everything will be up, but there will never be a lack of content. At least we get a little bit of experience here. And that is going to wrap it up. Level 80 Noy Guado is actually pretty good. I mean, we got so much experience. We're about to hit 90s. This is crazy. Got level 80 Noy Guado, more endurance, pass, catch, attack, HP. Level 88 Auto Guado, more endurance, block, HP. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Looks like Keepa's contract with Luka Goers has expired. He is going to be gone. Endurance now in the Luka Goers. That is a bad time, but whatever you gotta do, right? Anyways, looks like Guado Glories come out on top. We defeat the Kilka Beast, and the Albed Sykes defeat the Ronso Fangs. Not too bad. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.